Bienvenue sur Simo University Podcast. Aujourd'hui, nous avons le plaisir de recevoir euh, un invité de marque que je vais laisser se présenter personnellement. Et l'entretien va se passer en anglais. Je pense que c'est sa principale langue de recherche, comme vous le savez. À Simo University, on n'a pas d'étudiants, on n'a pas d'élèves, on a des chercheurs. Donc, il fait principalement ses recherches en anglais. Donc, je vais le laisser se présenter brièvement. Et je vais lui poser une série de questions. C'est lui qui va mener l'échange en réalité. Je suis juste là comme voilà, une personne curieuse qui a hâte de découvrir ce que notre cher chercheur a à nous présenter aujourd'hui. So, welcome to the show. So, I would like to introduce yourself before you start and tell us why you're here today on the show. And we move from there. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. Hello, my name is Bradley. I'm the best professor. And I even know something that this professor didn't know.
Okay.
So, I'm here because I'm going to tell him interesting things that you are also going to hear with us. Thank you.
So you say you're a professor, yeah? Mm-hmm. What do you mean you're a professor? What do you do that makes you believe you're a professor?
That make me believe that I am a professor?
Yeah.
Things that I do sometimes is that I always tell you some things, yeah? Things that you don't know.
Do I tell you things you don't know as well?
You don't tell me that every day. You like stop telling me it.
Which means what? Everything I tell you now you know it? Or is that I'm not doing it at all? Anyway, so you are a researcher, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Will you say you are a researcher? What makes you a researcher? Why do you believe you are a researcher?
Because today you are going to tell me a question, mm-hmm. and I'm going to respond to the question.
Do you mean I'm going to ask you questions,
mm-hmm.
and you're going to give me answers? And does it make you a researcher? Anyway, so you've been doing what you call research.
Mm-hmm.
What is the most fascinating finding you've come across?
The biggest spider.
What do you mean? Can you elaborate on that?
His name is the bird-eating tarantula.
Okay.
His name is the bird-eating tarantula because in 1998, mm-hmm. we saw a picture of the bird-eating tarantula munching on a bird. But like we see that he munched on a bird, birds are not the actual prey. They usually munch on little insects.
So that's okay.
So if I tell you a question, I'm going to tell you one question. How big is the bird-eating tarantula feet? If it is a baby.
I think I'll just let you give me some knowledge and information about that.
A small pencil. If it is a baby, it will be a small pencil.
Do you mean that the feet size is the size of a small pencil?
If it is a baby. But
okay.
If it is a grown-up, mm-hmm. it will be the size of a big pencil. It will be huge and spooky. There's one fascinating thing that you can see. If you look at it, he have a lot of fur. If it goes in your eyes, you will be in big danger. In your eyes or on your skin.
But is that? I mean, do people see that insect very often? Where am I going to see it for it to go into my eyes? And also, why do you find it so interesting? Because you said that was the piece of research finding.
Because how you know that all of the spider's fangs are only the size of one hair, yeah?
Okay.
One curly hair.
Okay.
While for the tarantula, it's the size of a fork tip. As you know, a fork tip is big. Have you ever seen a spider that size?
No. The fork? No. a spider. No, spider are normally very small animals, very small insects.
No,
But I know they are.
His body, right? If we takes the legs and the head off, his body will be the size of the microphone that you are talking on.
Okay.
And as I said, he is heavier than the baseball.
Heavier. So that,
No. I mean, he have the same pound of a baseball. I mean,
Same weight.
yeah, the same weight. He's not heavier.
Oh, okay, like that has the same weight. Okay, as heavy as a baseball. Okay, so is there any other research finding that you would like to share with me today, or something you think you might need to teach me? As you say, you teach me a lot of things that I don't know. So, is there any other piece of finding? Tell me.
If you add the leg and the head, the tarantula will be the size of a dinner plate.
So is it only about the tarantula, or do you have any other topic to talk about? Or are you gonna talk only?
Do you know about the most disgusting animal?
What's that? Which one is that?
Don't say the blood one. The one even more disgusting than the blood one. A cockroach.
Why?
The biggest cockroach. Well, his name is long. Cause Mother Blanda, it's so long, so I can't remember. But I can tell you, he's the size of your whole hand.
Okay, so
His feet are the size of a hair, and his eyes are the size of a coin. While for a tarantula, his eyes are so small. But
what is the animal that fascinates you the most, and why?
animal that fascinates me.
Because you are very interested in neuroscience, yeah. So, what is the most fascinating animal for you, and how does it connect to the neuroscience that you?
Humans.
Okay.
Humans are the best animal that I like. They are so smart, they can even know how to hunt a whale.
Yeah.
And now, I'm going to tell you a question. Do you think that there is an animal that can hunt a shark?
An animal. In the water, I think the shark is maybe the king in the water. What do you think?
No.
No?
Humans are the biggest predator.
I saw that coming. So yeah, okay. I mean, if you are
Because some humans have good ideas by taking a big bottle, a fish inside, putting in. When the shark go inside, when they feel it's heavy, they take all other more humans to play with them. Then the shark is dead. They don't use the whole shark as meat, but they use the fins for soup. But actually, the fins have a lot of nutritional
values or
yeah.
value. So
yeah.
what do you
nutritional
say?
values and taste good, but it actually don't taste good and it don't have nutritional value. But humans are so smart that they still can hunt it. Have you ever seen a human hunting a huge whale?
I haven't had the chance to see that. Have you?
If I say,
Have you ever seen a human hunting a huge whale? As you just asked me.
I never saw a picture about that, but that's true.
Okay.
A human can hunt it, but I don't know if there is really a human that did. I saw
Okay.
many pictures of humans hunting huge turtles, huge fish, and even. Do you know a giant squid?
Can you tell me about that?
He have tentacles. He used to hunt prey, his sticks, and other legs other tentacles that he used for grabbing, not for sticking and eating his fish. Yeah.
Okay, that's
There's one, he have the biggest eye, but there's one more bigger than him. The colossal giant squid. He is the biggest. The first one of discovering him, to discover, he took a large piece of thing that you use for fishing, he put it in the sea and he catch one of that big giant. It didn't even do it. But like people thought that the giant squid and the colossal squid was a kraken. Because those animals put them in the sea as a kraken is supposed to do. But all of them discovered the real truth.
okay. So yeah, let's come. You can see very, very interesting, but let's come back to what you call the best hunting animals, which are the best of the best predators, as you call them, humans. So is there anything that you found in your research about humans that really fascinates you and that you would like to share with the audience? They are people of your age also watching us. And
How smart they are.
okay, what do you mean they? Are you talking about? Are you including yourself, like you and I? No.
Intelligence. Do you know as the sperm whale, this whale have the biggest brain. A octopus has eight brains. I mean, actually, he has 9 brains. He have 8 brains in each arms. But don't mean that there are 8 brains in all each arm. 1 brain in each arm all together and make 8 brain. And 1 big giant brain in his head.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
the central brain is in the head, and in each arm there are like many localized brains to help navigate in the space. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was
Yes, the
fascinating.
sperm whale have the biggest brain, and the giants and the octopus have 9 brains. A human just have a small, tiny brain, but even if they have it, they are still the smartest. When one day I gone to a shop, I saw octopus feet. People selling octopus feet,
Like a real one, or
a real one, in the shop.
okay.
I told my mom to buy it. She said it was disgusting.
And you didn't think the same?
If that's happening, that means that they are even smarter than the octopus. Even the octopus with like 9 brains, enough to be so smart, nothing can match the humans. Even the one that got like, even if there's one with thousands, like infinity brains, they will never beat the humans.
So why do you think us
I will tell
human
you. What you said?
are the smartest creatures in the world? Why do you think the humans are the smartest?
Why?
Why?
Because of the context prefrontal. As you know, animals have brains, but some of them, like all of the animals that are not part of the human family, the context prefrontal, as they don't do many things to get stronger, they don't learn and do nothing, the context prefrontal becomes smaller. So they just use the thing that they have like sharp teeth. But wow, a human, he can learn. There's a chimpanzee, he's a part of a human, he can learn too.
You're saying a chimpanzee is a human?
No, he's part of the animal. He's part of the human family. He's not a human, but he's part of the human family.
Which means in your family there are chimpanzees.
Even everyone. But it don't mean that we know their names. It means that they do the same thing as us. They can walk like us. They can communicate like us. And there's a big boss that tells you what to not do.
Who is that boss?
Are you kidding me? The boss is still a chimpanzee, is a big chimpanzee. When you do something silly, the boss chimpanzee tells you to don't do it again.
Okay. Like the king.
And they care about the loved one, and they can even learn. Wow, as a dog, he's not part of the human family, but he can learn 100% of what a human teach him. But you know why he's not part of the human family?
Are you talking about the dogs? Okay.
Because there is a lot of things that they can do.
Like what?
They can stand on 2 feet. They can learn how to stand. They can learn how to talk. But do you know that they don't have the same teeth of humans? They have small teeth and a bit
Sharper, I guess.
yeah,
Small, maybe smaller and
small
sharper.
and a bit big one. I think they're the size of a fork tip, but actually they are the size of a fork tip. And a bit big one that they use for chewing. They are smart at catching people that don't have their own things. They have a very good sense of smell. Right, like humans and chimpanzees, gorillas, they're still part of the human family. Gorillas and orangutans, orangutan is still part of the human family. They don't have a good sense of smell.
But why do dogs have a better sense of smells?
Because they breathe. They take the air inside the nose and take the air outside the nose in the same time. There are 2 different holes, making it faster for it to breathe. And there are little like hair that pushes more air inside, making it.
But we humans, I mean, I guess maybe almost all creatures, all living creatures have 2 holes as nose. You do? I do.
But they only breathe air and do out at the same time. They don't do it at breathe air and take the air out at different times. Like one breathe air and one take the air out. No, they breathe air and take the air out at the same time. Like the birth of.
Are you saying they can inspire and expire simultaneously? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I have to check that. I have to check that. Like they are able to inspire and expire at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they can't do it like one expand and one expand. No, they can't. Only dogs can. Because they have 2 noses. Those 2 noses have 2 holes.
Okay.
And now, I'm going to tell you one more thing.
Tell me.
Which animal is the craziest?
The craziest.
Like so stupid, do silly things and.
Can you tell me about that? About that craziest?
What about monkeys? Do you know like monkeys?
Are you saying which animal is the craziest animal? I don't know. They are good animals. They are maybe dangerous ones. I don't know what you mean by.
What
by
about
crazy.
monkeys? Monkeys, they do stupid things. They behave bad. They sometimes they throw banana on the floor. They throw banana on the floor. See?
Okay. So now I can see you are like really fascinated by animals. Can we come back to the what you just described as the best predators? What is the most fascinating part of the human body for you?
The part that I said that the animals get smaller. The context frontal. It's so small that it can help you. It can help you win a jigsaw puzzle.
Jigsaw puzzle. So do you think you're able to win that jigsaw puzzle?
If you try to think very hard, the concept frontal will understand that you want to win it. He will give you many ideas that in just 1 minute you will just win it.
Okay. You need to turn your chair You need to be a bit more like this. Yeah.
Yeah. If you are playing like jigsaw with a robot, the brain will do more things. The robot will try to copy the brain, but the brain will do things even more harder as the contrafactual will do, making the robot to just break.
Okay. So the prefrontal cortex, as you say, is actually the boss of the brain, of the human brain. I would say the boss of the body, as the brain is the boss of the body, and then the prefrontal cortex is the boss of the human brain. So you can say without any fear of being mistaken.
Or you can say that the brain is where all of the parts live.
What do you mean?
Like there are many parts that live in many parts. Like the concept frontals. There's some parts that live in it.
But you can't say. Are you saying that all the parts of the human body live in the brain?
Yeah. No. No. I'm telling that some parts, because did you know that the hippocampus is in your amygdala?
Close, very close to the amygdala. Yeah, and maybe let's talk about that. So, why do you in your research do you find any reason, any explanation as to why the hippocampus, as you know, plays a very important role in memory, and the amygdala are so close to each other?
Because when the amygdala if you get bitten by a snake or you do something wrong that you will not like, that's dangerous or that's not good, the amygdala will send that message to the hippocampus. He will tell the hippocampus, remember to don't do that anymore. But like if it is too far, the message would take like thousands of years to go, then you will have that problem every day. One day you will be dead. So that's why they are so close to each other, so the message should go to the hippocampus more faster.
Well, it makes sense. It makes sense. But coming to, because you said if they were a bit far away from each other, the message would take thousands of years. that's a bit exaggerated. But
yeah, but if you wanted to go far, if you want to make the message to go far, and you and the amygdala and the hippocampus are far away, that means the message go faster. You need to get strong, do eat vegetables, and never play one more time. Instead, do make exercise, that thing that will create light and a type of liquid slippery. That light will make the message to see where he's going, and that slippy thing will help the message to slip more faster.
What's that liquid?
That liquid.
Yeah, are you familiar with the name of that substance?
That thing is la myelinisation.
Okay, she's saying it in French. Yeah, that's so the myelination. Yeah, so the myelin. So some words. This word you remember it easier in French. Yeah, as we saw. I mean that's a very important substance. When new neurons are created and synapses are trying to connect with each other, then that substance, as you say, strengthens the circulation of the message and makes it go faster. The myelination is a fundamental process in learning. So yeah, thank you for pointing that out. So yeah, so the explanation about why the hippocampus and the amygdala are so close to each other is really fundamental. Because if you get scared by something, for example, the hippocampus, I mean the amygdala has to store that message, in a place where the message can be retrieved easily in the future. That's why it just put it in the door, and then the door just closed in the hippocampus. If something happens, it goes back there check, is it similar to what happened to us last time or whenever in the past, and then find the information fast, and then you know how to react, fighting or flying or fleeing. Yeah, that's interesting. So is there any relationship, any other connection in the human brain that fascinates you? You just spoke about the connection between the hippocampus and the amygdala. Is there any other connection that fascinates you that you would like to teach us about?
Is there any more?
No? Yeah, okay. In the human brain. Okay, let's say, is there any other part of the human brain that fascinates you? So we spoke about the amygdala, the hippocampus, the prefrontal cortex.
Okay, we'll tell you just... I'll not tell you the answer. We'll just tell you if you know. You know, if you are looking at fire,
Yeah.
you know that you will not touch the fire.
Okay.
And which part of the brain is telling you to don't touch it?
That would be amygdala, I guess.
Yeah.
In line,
And
in collaboration with the prefrontal cortex.
And if you do touch it, your skin will take it, send it to the brain. Which part of the brain will tell you that it is hot?
The hypothalamus. Are you not? Is it an exam? Are you?
Yes. Because the hypothalamus tells you everything, every time that you need to do something, and also everything that you want. If you're hungry, the hypothalamus will tell you it's time to eat. If you're sleepy, the hypothalamus will tell you it's time to sleep. If you touch something hot, if it doesn't have a hypothalamus, it will not feel hot, but you will die. So it will send the message to the hypothalamus. While the hypothalamus, it's not close to the, like the, you know that, like the, like hippocampus, yeah? So instead, it sends the message to the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex will tell you to do exercise every day. So when it comes back to the hypothalamus, it can slip faster to the hippocampus. So the hippocampus remember that's how hot fire will be, so you don't touch it one more time. While the amygdala tells you when something happens, the amygdala can't feel it, but it tells you that don't do it. While the hippothalamus, he do the both things. Don't do it one more time, and he can feel it. Well, the amygdala can't feel it.
Okay. So yeah, the hypothalamus also plays a
Wait,
good
I'm
role.
going to tell you something great. Did you know that there are two parts that looks a bit similar?
Which part?
With that parts that do a bit similar jobs. Do you know? I'm going to tell you.
Tell me. Yeah.
The prefrontal and
Prefrontal cortex.
the prefrontal cortex and the hippocampus.
Can you explain what you mean by that?
The prefrontal
moving.
cortex helps you to resolve problems. So it will send that
Solve
message,
problems.
solve problems. It will send it to the hippocampus. The hippocampus will help you to remember it. That's almost the same of doing.
Okay.
See?
Yeah, similar task. They are, I think, maybe the two most important, parts of the brain. Maybe with the amygdala. because-
If you didn't have your hippocampus, when you will do something so correctly in just like 1 second, you will forget to do it. Yeah, without the hippocampus. But if it's working, you will not use your hippocampus. But well, you might need it to remember. But
from working.
yeah, if you're learning how to walk, if you're a baby, you will need your cerebellum. Do you know that
Can you tell us more about the cerebellum then?
there's a big part here called the cerebellum, but that part is the part that takes the prefrontal cortex. But there's another part behind, smaller, still called the cerebellum. That part is the one that I'm talking about. He helps you balance.
But the part you're talking about here in the is called the cerebrum. Yeah, that's
Cerebrum.
cerebrum and then the cerebellum. Two different parts. Yeah, okay. So you're talking about the cerebellum. Okay. Yeah. Can you tell us more about the cerebellum?
He helps you balance. Without the cerebellum, when you will never be able to learn how to walk when you will be a baby. Never. Even if you practice like thousands of years, you will never be able. Then everyone will see you going. You know the thing that we use for pushing babies in a chair?
The pushchair, yeah.
Yeah, push chair. Everyone will see you being in your push chair, even when you are grown up. Everyone will see you being in the push chair. Everyone will think that, what is that? A grown up put you in the push chair? That's silly.
Well, okay. Coming back to this, because let's dig a bit deeper. There's a piece of research and piece of real life cases of babies who had some parts of the brain missing. Yeah, there are some like maybe one or two parts of the brain, or completely like a whole hemisphere of the brain. As you know, there's the left and the right hemisphere. So one of them is missing from the brain or not functioning, but they still manage. The brain still manages to compensate. Are you familiar with that literature?
Because when you're in the tummy, when you're in a mommy tummy, first you have the two parts, but when you go out, sometimes you go out and the mommy tummy is too big. But well, sometimes you go out, but one part go away.
No, but what I'm saying basically is there have been cases where a child, for example, has maybe after an accident, so a whole hemisphere of the brain is damaged. The whole hemisphere is damaged. Then when this happens, as you know, there are parts of the brain located in like maybe in the left or the right hemisphere. So when a whole hemisphere is damaged, the brain still manages, like the remaining part, the remaining part that still functions well, manages to compensate the function of the missing part.
Yes, that's because of the prefrontal cortex. He thinks a lot about the other jobs. He thinks about what they did, because the left, you have two amygdalas. The left amygdalas one helps you be scared when you face a lion, but the right amygdala helps you feel emotions like sad, happy, impressive, or surprised.
Okay.
Yes, but if the right one go, the conscious frontal will try to think about the right one job. But while if the left one go, the conscious frontal will still think about what his job was, because you know that the amygdala being scared is not good. But if you don't be scared, when you will see a car, you will just go. You will not even be scared of the car. So you will still think about the job of the left amygdala.
Okay. Yeah, but
And I'm going to tell you something.
Okay.
One more. You have two conceptual frontals. One conceptual frontal is smart, helps you to resolve problems. Solve problems. The other ones helps you to think.
Okay. So.
And there are some cases that a human, like a child, knows something that even other child didn't know. Like, I only speak French and English, but
You only speak French and English. What do
but
you mean?
one day when I was playing, I told Daddy what is the sound helados. He told me it's how to say ice cream in Spanish, but I didn't know that helados did mean it.
You learn.
And do you know how that's possible?
Tell me.
It's possible because sometimes the brain wants to learn more things. So it starts looking at similar objects that look with similar things. And when it makes a bit of the same sound or look like you are talking Spanish or looks like sound like real Spanish, you start like shouting it out when you are playing. Then you go and tell it. Then it forces you to go and say it to your grown up. When he hears it, he becomes shocked that you know that word.
Yeah, I mean, you know, learning languages is quite easy for adults and even much easier for kids. So you know what I think about it. You know how you.
And I also one day today I was going to the supermarket and I told Daddy what is ancenta. What did I say? Oh, I told Daddy something. What is ancenta? He told me.
Do you mean you told me? Okay.
And you told me that it is how we say sell in
Aventa. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Aventa. You told me that it is how we say sell in Spanish. So that was
Same.
2 times that I did it.
You say yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is very very important. So the brain is just such a powerful machine that helps us do everything we want and everything we commit ourselves to doing. But do you think, because some people think they are not good at some subjects, for example in school, you will find some people saying, okay, I'm not good at math, I'm not good at science, I'm not good at physics or chemistry. What do you think? What advice will you give?
That's
those people?
all wrong.
Can you maybe look at the camera then and yeah. What will you say?
Everything is possible. Everything. If you just say like only 3 or 2 times that you can do it, you will do it. Even if it is the hardest thing, the brain is the most powerful machine. Even more powerful than ChatGPT or AI. He's even more powerful. Even if he's so small, he's so tiny or the size of an ant, nothing will happen to him. It will still grow. Even if it have no possibility to grow, it will still grow. The conscious frontal is so smart that even learning how to walk on the road without getting bumped on the chair will be so easy to know.
So then what do you mean? What like practical advice would you give someone who is, for example, struggling with learning mathematics in school? What would you advise that person to do?
Because if you tell your brain that you can do it, it will. But actually struggling is good. Because when you struggle, that's your brain that's thinking a lot of how to do it. But there is a thing that's called math anxiety.
What's that?
Do you really know it?
No, what's that? Can you tell us more about that? What you said?
Math anxiety is when
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, say go ahead.
it's when you don't know how to do math. Many people don't know how to do math, even the smartest ones.
Then they have math anxiety.
Yeah, because when the brain looks at math, he see that he's worried of making mistakes. Math is so difficult because when you do make math, it looks at the whole picture, confused of how to do it by your own self. So that's math anxiety.
The math anxiety. Yeah, because I think this is not something that only affects a few people. That millions of people in the world are scared learning mathematics because they struggle to understand and Some people just give up. But actually, that was probably my favorite subject in school.
I'm one of them, but I never give up. I still do it even if it's the hardest. I have math anxiety, but that's struggling. But even if
Do you have math anxiety?
But I never
I
give
haven't
up.
noticed that.
I never give up. I still do it, and one day I just like make it. Because when you say that you are giving up, you give up. But when you say that you can do it, you do it. I am the smartest. I have it, but I can still do it if I think a lot and tell my brain that I can do it. Is the easiest thing in the world.
Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's there's a piece of actually evidence, scientific evidence supporting the idea that when we believe, our core belief really affects our reality. So if you believe something is possible, it's very likely that you'll be able to achieve it. If you believe that something is impossible, it's very unlikely that you achieve it. That's yeah. So our beliefs affect our reality, our experiences. So that's important. That's very important. Then, do you have any I don't know protocol, any methodology when it comes to learning a new subject? Let's imagine if you are given a new subject today to learn it, do you have a protocol that you follow to master it fast?
Protocol?
Yeah, like a method.
You can make a story with it. You can repeat it. Repeat it will make your mouth so tired.
To repeat what?
To repeat it, yeah? To repeat the thing that you need to do. So, the easiest task to do it, if you look at some words that sound like some words, in those words, say it and try to remember. Those words will connect with what you need to remember, and then when it will just connect together, making it easier. You will just remember it.
Okay. So the question was, if you have to learn something new, how will you do it to master it?
Master?
To know it very well so that you can teach it to someone.
To know it.
Yeah, so that you can teach it
To know it very well, you need to do it every days. Then when you realize that there is a mistake, you make it good. Because one day I was watching TV, I heard something, I thought that it was no, I could watch it again and again, then I realized that it was not saying no, it was saying yes, because it was saying, don't stop talking. If you do, they won't eat us. I thought that they were saying stop talking. If not, they wouldn't eat us. I was confused, so the next day I heard it again and I heard it again. Then after like 3 days, I realized that it was don't stop talking. Don't stop talking. I realized that it was it. So you need to look at it or repeat it a lot of times. So if you see a mistake or something not good, you make it the right way. That's how you do it the correct way.
So yeah, okay, basically never giving up, always trying to, telling your brain you can do it, then he's gonna give you a lot of motivation. And coming back to that topic actually, so the brain is flooded, like full of chemicals, yeah, that make the brain function optimally. So coming to that, is there any substance in the brain that really, what's your favorite chemical or neurotransmitter?
What do you mean?
What's your favorite chemical in the brain? What's your favorite hormone in the brain?
Hormone?
Yeah.
I prefer that dopamine.
Can you say it? Can you say it again and louder?
Dopamine.
So why? Can you tell us a bit about dopamine?
Because if you are doing something important a lot of times, the brain will start liking it. So it will send dopamine, dopamine helps you to do it a lot of times. So you will just continue doing it, but you don't like it. So
Just if you're looking for the camera is up there. So look.
So imagine that imagine that your favorite thing is burger. You eat it every day and also chips. But one day you eat potatoes and broccoli every day. But like you do it a lot of times, you will start liking it a lot. But first you didn't like it. That's because the brain loves it. Like things that's bad, when you change the thing and do the right thing a lot of time, it becomes good. So if you love broccoli and then you change it to potato, if potato is more healthy than broccoli, the brain will send dopamine because he loves it more than broccoli, making you eat potatoes every day. So that's the dopamine job.
Yeah, so
So that's why I love it a lot. I love it even more than cortisol.
okay, yeah, go ahead.
Cortisol, imagine that you are working. Imagine that you are playing football, Then you fall down and you get hurt. You don't even feel the hurt. Cortisol helps you to don't even feel the hurt. You continue playing, then when you come home, you feel the hurt. That's like you are working, you are wiggling your feet, then your feet bang on the wall, your shoes break, and
But that would be endorphins then. What you're describing is more endorphins than cortisol.
What is endorphins?
Endorphins, yeah.
Endorphins?
Yeah.
Have I ever heard of
Because
that?
you're saying cortisol when you're playing football, you have a pain, you don't feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are like in the rush or the excitement of your action, then that would be endorphins, not cortisol. Endorphins are like natural painkillers. That they kill the pain. That's endorphins.
Like what? Like white blood cells?
No, I mean, they are just there to
Kill the brain.
No, to kill the pain. When you
Oh yeah, because when you are hurt, endorphins so go in cortisol and kill the hurt. So like it will hurt, it kills the hurt that it will make, then making it like nothing happened. So you just stand up and continue.
That's it.
This guy right here had it when he was playing football too. When he come back home, he realized.
Yeah, that's a very powerful substance. Endorphins, because when you have it in the body, you have also adrenaline. If you're doing something, it just pushes you. Dopamine also plays a role there, actually. Just wanting to repeat it, keep doing it, and you are getting very tired, exhausted. But the endorphins just make you not to feel the fatigue or the pains in the muscles.
The fatigue? The tiring, you mean?
Yeah, you can say fatigue also in English.
Are you kidding me? That's French.
In English, you can say fatigue too. Then when you stop the action, when the excitement of that action stops, the fire of action, as we say it, stops, then the muscles you start feeling the pains. And you're like, okay, why am I only having pains now? But in reality, you've been having the pains since like many hours before. But as you were, the blood or the brain was flooded with endorphins, you were not feeling anything. So that's something very, very powerful as well. As talking about neurotransmitters, that's very powerful.
And I have it too. One day when I was in school, I was playing in school. Then I fall down. I felt something wet. I thought that the floor was wet and water. I continued playing for like 4 hours. Then I was playing hide and seek. I stopped running because I was playing racing. I was playing racing and tag. So I was running. Racing is when you see who is the fastest. Tag is running away from a people that's going to touch you. So when I was playing hide and seek, Then I feel the pain, so I gone to the teacher. Then and then they put a plaster, and then it gone.
Yeah, but so actually, was the floor wet? Because you say the floor was wet. Was it the blood or something?
It was not the floor that was wet. It was the blood actually. I thought that the
And you
floor
had no
was
time.
wet.
You had no time to check it out. And I mean, you saw something red, and you thought that was red water.
No, I thought it was wet. I didn't see the red. I was not looking. It was red right here. I thought that it was wet.
So what?
I thought that it was water.
Yeah, I get that. So what neurotransmitters pushed you, or and influenced you so that you didn't realize what was going on? Would you say it was only endorphins, or maybe do you think there's another neurotransmitter that might have played a role there?
Maybe.
Listen, now I'm the one asking questions now.
Yeah.
How about
Maybe white blood cells.
that? Okay, but they are normally just there to protect. And anyway, so in that case, that would
What
be endorphins.
What about dopamine?
Yeah, dopamine too, because just pushing you to keep playing.
Yes.
And then adrenaline, I guess adrenaline so might have played a huge role. As you know, in sport, in many other, when you do something that you like, this normally happens. I think these things about neurotransmitters in the brain just make us and that part of our body a very fascinating piece of invention by the nature or by God, depending on how you see that. That's really fascinating. Okay, would you like to add something, or
Okay. Can we come back to the bigger spider?
no? We are not gonna talk about spider again. Maybe you can make a full episode on your podcast where you talk about
I know.
spider. But I think I wanted to ask you a question actually, because you mentioned something quite interesting, and but my hippocampus is just failing.
Goosebumps.
I don't know. Do you want to say something about goosebumps? So why do we actually as human have goosebumps? Have you done any research on that? So what finding can you share with us?
Goosebumps is when the hypothalamus release a liquid. The skin have like muscles next to them. So when that liquid goes, the muscle, like the skin is bending like this. But when that liquids come, the muscle becomes bigger, making the skin to become like this. And if you see like first humans were monkeys, but then they growed up and they start preying on mammoths. And then sometimes they saw like bears and lions. They have the goosebumps. Those goosebumps make the skin to come, making them look bigger. So that made the bears, the lions, and all of the ones that wanted to prey them more scared that it is a giant, that his skin can grow bigger, or his skin is a robot that can slap you. Like the slapping robot that we have in this house.
Anyway, okay, yeah. So goosebumps, very very fascinating. Body
Yeah,
experience.
and also goosebumps happens. Goosebumps, you have them when you're laughing.
Okay, I wasn't familiar with that.
Okay, so what was the question that you wanted to tell me?
I don't know. I think we've touched on many topics. And anyway, so yeah, okay. I think the question is coming back. Maybe in your research, so I can see you are like very interested in animals, in biology, yeah, like human biology, in humans. So coming to the humans, are you more interested in doing research on adults or like babies, or do you just mix both together? So
More about babies.
babies. So is there any something? Is there something interesting, fascinating?
As I said the first time that you visited me, I said that I knew something that my dad didn't know. That thing is that babies have more bones than grown up. You think that is wrong? Yeah? So I will tell you why. Babies have more bones than grown ups because those bones need to connect together. Because if there was like the grown up bone, they couldn't. Like in this feet, and like in the first part of your feet, you know that there's a little bump here that's not even a bump. Yeah? And at the and next to and then behind it there is the thing that you call your feet. In the middle there's your leg. Yeah, that's where that thing begins. In an infant legs it has 3 bones. In a brother or a sister leg it has 2 bones. While like me, I have 2 bones in here. While for a grown up, he has 1 bone in it. 1 big, strong bone. Because those bones are light. But when they connect together, they share the energy together, making the bone become stronger and heavier. So that's why infants have more bones than grown-ups.
Yeah, that's. I mean that's something that might actually surprise people, but it makes sense. So after you get the explanation, it just makes sense. Like many things in science. So you might see something for the first time and be very astonished or surprised, but as soon as you get the explanation, the rationale behind that thing, just like, okay, actually that really makes sense. We call it in psychology the knew it all along effect. When you learn something, when something happens, you always believe like you actually knew it already since the beginning. Okay. So
Okay, I need to tell you something. Do you know what will happen if you never grow?
if I never grow,
You know, right
do
now
I
you
need-
have.
do I need to grow more? I think I'm
You know that now you have like a mustache, yeah? If you never grow, you will still be the same size like a child and already have mustaches. Instead of growing or having mustaches, you might have even mustaches even when you're a child. And and your feet will become smaller than before. Your hand will become smaller, and you will be so small that you might even turn into a gnome.
okay. Yeah, fortunately it's in
And
my
then
face and
your muscles will get. Sometimes when you get smaller, your bones get smaller, except your muscles.
okay.
Your muscles will get squeezed in, making you to not like it, making you so pain. But sometimes your muscles become smaller too.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Interesting. That's dwarfism. You're just describing what dwarfism is, which is a medical condition, and all our support to people suffering from that condition. Okay, I think it's time to wrap up this session.
Can I talk about the thing that I told you about Chupacabra?
You want to say something about Chupacabra? What's the Chupacabra?
It's not a legendary creature. It's a real creature. It's in a country, I don't remember the country. It's in a farm in that country.
Okay.
Every time that it's nighttime, it comes with his sharp teeth. It breaks the necks of each animal, sucking their blood. But they don't really suck humans because they have a small head. That means they don't have a big prefrontal cortex. And like it is a creature like animals, it's scared of humans. While lions, they think that they're the bravest, they're the king, they're the smartest. So he only sucks creatures that's harmless in that farm. So they put them in the house and blocked it. But the chupacabra snapped it with his claw and gone in and drank it.
Okay.
Everyone was scared. And then one day people found that the chupacabra, it looks like a film that's species.
Okay.
It looks like a film that species.
Okay.
Everyone was afraid
Listen. You've been talking for 1 hour, so we need to wrap it up now. Okay, we've been talking for 1 hour. That's a very long episode. So yeah, so now we need to. And you're yawning.
That's because I need to breathe more air for my brain to have more blood. When the brain don't have enough blood, so you can breathe more air to your brain.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so yeah, we need to wrap up this session. It was a pleasure having you on the show for the first time.
The first time how?
You've been on the show like in the past, but not this was an interview. The first time we were doing mathematics and these things. So it was a pleasure having you on the show. I hope you enjoyed the talk. Normally just did what we do every day. Yeah. Just did the same, just now did it in the studio, the microphone and the camera, and share this to the whole world. Alors, do you want to say a few words in French to say goodbye before we
Okay.
we stop? Say
Bye
goodbye.
bye. J'espère que vous avez une bonne journée. Si vous aimez, appuyez like. Merci.
Okay. Donc merci pour votre attention. Thank you very much for watching the show till the end. I know most of you speak French in the audience. I know some of you speak English actually. Then I hope you managed to get this. His main language of research is English, which is the main language of research in the world. Then it's easier, much easier for him and for us. That's the language we speak at home together. Then I hope you can manage. If you're struggling to understand what we just spoke about, you can use the
best robot, your brain.
No, not the best robot.
AI.
The video is normally dubbed by YouTube automatically, so you can find the audio track in French or any other language. Donc, si vous avez du mal à suivre la conversation, parce qu'elle est en anglais, vous pourriez éventuellement chercher la version doublée en français. Donc, la vidéo, elle est doublée dans une dizaine de langues en réalité. Vous allez dans Paramètres, Track Audio, vous choisirez le français. La seule différence, le seul bémol, c'est que ce ne sera pas nos voix naturelles, ce sera des voix de robots, robotiques, là, qui traduisent l'échange. Donc sur ce, je vous dis à très bientôt, et d'ici là, prenez soin de vous.